there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent Training. Welcome to our Word of the Day series, where each day we take a new word, break down how to pronounce it correctly in American English, what accent error patterns to watch out for, and we look at similar words and resources for pronouncing these words correctly in English. Today's word was a request, I believe, from a Facebook viewer. I can't remember now if it was Facebook or YouTube, but the word is hierarchy. And this is a challenging word even for me to pronounce correctly because of the sequence of sounds in the word. So we're going to break it down and I'll teach you how Americans pronounce it, teach you some of the incorrect things that Americans do and maybe some cheats. And hopefully by the end, you'll be able to pronounce and use the word hierarchy easily and fluently in your speech. So part of what's challenging, the main thing that's challenging for this word is obviously the sequence of R sounds. The American R is not a simple sound. And if you have trouble with R's, I would suggest work on more simple words with R first and really build up your American R sound. Then come back and work on building that new American R into this word. You can use my American R playlist to help you with all of the different levels of American R. This is definitely highest level challenging R sound, including, as I said, for native speakers. When we break down the word, we can see that it has first syllable stress marked by the little line before the first syllable. So the higher syllable, high, actually, higher, it's kind of debatable about whether that's two syllables in there or one. I would say higher is all kind of one syllable. And we pronounce that higher with the diphthong I and the tight back vocalic sound. It's the same, excuse me, as how we pronounce it in this word hire, like I'm going to hire you for the job. It's the same as we pronounce it in this word higher. That one is higher and the other one is lower. This one is typically more one syllable. This one could be considered two syllables, higher, but they're same pronunciation. So I'm getting a little bogged down on the syllables. That doesn't matter as much. Whatever helps you to think of these letters, this first part of the word, and pronounce it correctly is going to be useful. So often you'll see that I rewrite the words, respell them in a way to help your brain focus on the correct sounds. If neither of these help you, if both higher and higher are hard for you to pronounce, then I would say a way to break it down even further would be to think about it like high, I'm saying high, and the vowel So I may have to build from my if that R sound is challenging. So I would do higher. Next, we have the R combination. It's just like the word R. Again, if I break it down, it's really an ah and an I could write it this way or with an R. I did that for simplicity to help you hear the difference between the and see the difference between the and the R. But R is really just a diphthong of the ah and the together. Many of you can pronounce the word R correctly, so this is a good way to rewrite it to help you. So higher R. That's really hard to sequence. And then lastly, our last syllable sounds just like key, K-E-Y, or you might write it as K-E-E. This is the same pronunciation. I'm just trying to show it in a way that makes sense to you. And what to watch out for there is that sometimes the E, the tense E sound at the ends of words may come a little more like an I, may get a little lax because it's unstressed. So it needs to be quick and light, but still the tense E, hierarchy. I'm going to be better at pronouncing this word now after your request, so thank you. It'll help me as well. This is definitely something that I recall in the past having trouble pronouncing and having to slow down and think about what are those R sounds in there, how does it actually work, and trying to use it in a sentence was challenging for me. So the same thing that I would do to be able to say it more fluently, I'll teach you what to do now. So once I can do all the parts, hierarchy, the most challenging part is putting these three together, the higher. And where I can, what I can do to do that is, as I've been doing, break it down slowly, hierarchy, and then try to speed up, hierarchy. And thinking about that, my higher is longer and the archy is short. So another thing that might help you is just building up the end of it. Archy, saying that quickly, lightly, archy, and then hierarchy, archy, hierarchy. There's no easy way about it. Really, it's going to be a matter of getting all of the sounds, sequencing them, and then speeding up. Once you get that may take a while. It took me a while. Then you can start to try to use it in some short sentences. For example, the hierarchy of government is laid out in the Constitution. The hierarchy of events is in the document for you. I want to know more about the hierarchy of that. Okay, thank you for that great suggestion. Definitely a challenging word. And if you have a request or suggestion, you can put it in the comments for this video or any of my videos. I do have a list now of your comments and suggestions, and I very much appreciate all of you who've asked questions, made comments and suggestions, because it helps me know what topics to cover in my free classes and what new words to add to our Word of the Day series. We'll be back again tomorrow with another word of the day, and on Friday with our free question and answer class, where you can ask about difficult words, sound patterns, anything that will help you with your overall American English pronunciation and American accent. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound American, you can do it. speechmodification.com.